Oh, so we're ready now for the newspapers, and please do the daily graphic for me. Let me try and pick this one.
Okay, so front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, NPP takes another look at affirmative action Wednesday, and after all the backlash, we're told that we will probably see a withdrawal of that affirmative action. Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire begin legal battle over maritime boundary. Sanctions letter to Ghana is an error. AFDB insists, and I'm going to go to page 16 in the graphic because on Newsfile, Kweku Bako also made a really strong case, bringing out a letter that was sent to the Ministry of Finance and reading and sharing with everybody else. But if the AFDB still insists, I'm interested. The African Development Bank insists that the letter it sent to Ghana about sanctions resulting from the non-payment of the country's debts is an error. According to documents made available to the Daily Graphic by the AFDB, the bank wrote to withdraw the sanctions it imposed in error after its attention had been drawn to the fact that the country had long made good its obligations to the bank. But how about that letter that they sent to the Ministry of Finance that Kweku Bako shared on Newsfile? We'll see what happens. Also, Nigeria awaits results of close contests. Waterville drags Ghana to ICC over 25 million euro judgment debts. This was headlined over the weekend, and a lot of people still can't understand why they would be sending us to this court. We'll see if they have a case.
I guess they went to courts and they thought they had the right for it. So there's a legal process. I keep saying, once we say we want to be among the Committee of Nations that is going by the rule of law, we should be ready to go by the tenets of the rule of law.
All right. I'll turn my attention to the back page of the graphic. Some sports headlines. Inter-Allies sink hearts and Kotoko win again. So you can check out the league table. Who is on top? Ash Gold on top of that table. We'll have a lot more sports here on the AM show for you.
Front page of the Daily Guide has the story, MPP men quit to fight MPs. We have Buhari tip to win Nigerian elections. We still don't know about that yet. We're being told that it's still going to be too close to call. Good luck loses Asorok. And we have man 56 marrying a 9-year-old girl. So as a story on the front page, or the stories on the front page of the Daily Guide.
Let me do the Ghanaian Times newspaper now. Front page of the Times, gruesome murder, chief driver gunned down. A bit of that story on page 3 in the paper. And it says that the chief of Chinto near Dubro in the Adwejiri in Sawa municipality of the Eastern region and his driver were gruesomely murdered on Saturday night. Nana Kofi Mankata and his driver Richard Asante, 38, were shot dead by an unknown assailant at the chief's rented premises at Adwejiri after returning from a funeral near in some really sad incidents, and we hope that the police would get hold of these bad people as soon as possible. Also, 6 policemen sacked. Story put together by David O. Iyabwe Tete in Kiko says 6 police personnel in the Central Region were dismissed from the police service last year for engaging in criminal activities. But if it was last year, why is it reporting now? Are they only now disclosing it to us? Waterville drags Ghana to international court. 2015 WASI begins today. We wish you, all of you who are writing this exam, the very best. Remember, no cheating, no talking in the exam hall. Refuse all temptations in Jesus' name. International Tribunal hears case on boundary disputes. Also another headline, the back page of the Times. Only climb over Wa or Stars and Kotoko slip past Liberty. Also hearts fall at Tema. That's it for the Ghanaian Times.
Front page of the Finder, doctors angry over conversion difference under the single spine pay policy given the Fair Wages Commission. May 30 as an ultimatum. Biometric Wahala in Nigeria election. Any lesson for Ghana 2016? Well, we had same difficulties, and Nigeria too seem to be having it as well. Ghana gas commences payment. They rather should have learned from our mistakes. I hope it doesn't happen in 2016 though. Ghana Gas commences payment of 7.8 million Ghana cedis compensation today. We also have all the stories giving effective or concrete updates in the inside pages.
All right, let me do the Chronicle. I've got the Chronicle newspaper next, front page. Doctors flee Wa Hospital. Certainly interested in this one. It's got to do with lives. It says a former medical officer of the Wa Regional Hospital, Dr. Amoy Champong, is calling on the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service to urgently launch investigations into the exodus of doctors from the facility. According to Dr. Amo, failure to do so would put the regional hospital in danger because apart from the medical director of the regional hospital, Dr. Eduko Emia, a consultant surgeon who is due for retirement in June 2015, the hospital has some 6 house officers who would be leaving at the end of March 2015 and some visiting doctors. So we need to get doctors into this facility as soon as possible. Banner headline on the front page of the Chronicle: Bavlo in $230 million Yentiobia dance. Clients of NDC lawyer mad as another judgment debts Lex. And the back page of the Chronicle: Ibrahimovic was born to play for United. Is he coming to us? Okay, you can read a lot more of this. Italy coach receives death threats. We're told that Italy coach has received some death threats in the wake of an injury to midfielder Claudio Machicio. Hope I didn't massacre that one, but like I said, we have a lot more sports coming your way here on the show right after the headlines. Roland?
Okay, so we have front page of the new Statesman. AFDB, NDC government lies exposed. And we also have 73-year-old Buhari set for victory as Nigerians vote for change. MPP neck meet today over affirmation or affirmative action. And those are the stories we have on the front page. Persons chastising Baumia are funny lots, according to Franklin Kujo of Imani Ghana. Back page: Jonathan lives out of Senegal friendly. We lost that friendly 2-1. We're really not close to Sir Bobby Charlton status, according to Hodgson. And we have other stories as well.
I've got the Ghanaian Observer newspaper. The Observer reports Baumia vindicated as second AFDB document confirms Ghana sanctions. 54 million Ghana cedis alleged scam rocks GPRTU chairman and 3 others. Also NPP in crunch meeting over women MPs. Terror reigns in Manso and Patase over Galamsey. Chiefs, residents cry for help. And Dofsu probes chief over rape scandal. Some of the front page headlines in the Ghanaian Observer newspaper.
Front page of the Herald has the story: deeper cracks emerge in MPP. Ex-President Kufuor and Philip Addison against girls clause, but Ursula Usu wants it. GA MPs needed for shrine visit. MPP chairman's ridiculous excuse. And we have a Ashaiman Road progressing steadily. I don't think that's true, despite no cash from government. And we have Togo election postponed to April 25. And those are the stories we have on the front page of the Herald.
I've got a scandal and the General Telegraph. Quickly, scandal first, front page. To add insult to injury, PRC increases tariffs. That's how the paper headlines this one. Fake drugs caused death among Ghanaians, and Kantanka vehicle presented to Ghana police. Also, affirmative action or negative action. NPP to rescind decision. Is that what's going to happen after that meeting on Wednesday? Let me do the General Telegraph. Encroaches polluting Wager Dam to be evicted as Army prepares to establish military base near dam site. That should be some good news. Fake national security operative jailed 16 years. NDC activists reject newly elected constituency chairman. That story you can find in page 11. Emil Schott's proposal are unconstitutional and undemocratic. What are those proposals? You might want to check it out in the newspaper. Okay, that will be it for the General Telegraph. And you've got something?
Yep. I have the last one. BNFT, chop killing ECG. We also have public area to take advantage of banks' innovative products. Insurers must rely on technology to boost penetration. And Gulf carriers target Accra as Alitalia closes shop. Back page, Olam Awards Prize for Innovation in Food Security, and we have other stories there. Okay, so those are the stories we have on the front page of the BNFT, the Business and Financial Times.
Yeah, and if you live in Kukumlimle, in and around Kukumlimle, and you're not on a generator right now or some inverter, then we're sorry. You have to go to our online page to continue watching our show, maybe later today. But here's what is happening on our show still to come here on the AM show. Many times, physically challenged persons cannot drive normal cars because of amputation on one or both lower limbs. On Lifestyle today, Gladys takes a car designed for the physically challenged for a test drive.
Adolescence is a critical stage of development where decisions with lifelong impact are made. My banner today will host Adwa Bami, Executive Director of WISE, and DSP Elvis Sadungo, Head of Social Services, the police hospital here in Accra.
Well, have you ever wondered what or why some women in Ghana will do without wigs on showbiz? We have something on hair extensions. We're going to be taking those wigs out of people's heads on the show today.
All right, so that'll be it. On my banner today too, we'll be hosting Kamaldeen Abdullahi. He's a National Coordinator of the MPP, as well as the Deputy Chief Executive of the National Youth Authority, Peter Otokono, will be our guest on our segment AM Talk.
Yeah, don't forget, you can always get in touch with us. Just go to facebook.com/Joy News on TV. We'll also bring you extensive updates on the Nigerian elections. We've got one eye on that country. We'll let you know as soon as something happens in Nigeria.
Okay, so next we'll bring you detailed weather reports, but also the best of sports with Baba Tando.
Stay with us. It is still the AM show.